I am the humble Abbot, Jean-Antoine Nollet. In my many years I have lived a godly life. I have worshipped. I have studied the Gospels. I have looked after my flock. And just occasionally I have hooked up 200 monks to a really big battery and electrified them. I remember that day well. It was a glorious day in the year of our Lord, 1746. One of the great questions of our time concerned the substance that today we call electricity. What was this vital force, this enigmatic spark that could speed through ordinary matter, turning the inanimate animate? Did it have a direction of travel? Could we discern its speed of movement if only we could see it travel over a far enough distance? I had prayed and prayed to the Lord for guidance, for an insight, but none came. Then one day, in a flash, I realised I must go to my fellow monks for assistance. In their humble piety, they would unlock the nature of this electricity. That day I spoke to the monks of my abbey and I told them to make a long circle. Joined together by holding lengths of metal pole, they spread in a ring 1/2 kilometre wide, and I beheld it, these honest and obedient brethren. And then I connected the wire. Here I have written my scholarly observations from that day. It is singular, I wrote, to see the multitude of different gestures and to hear the instantaneous exclamation of those surprised by the shock. Well, they were surprised, and it was singular indeed. It was also important because it told us something about electricity. The key word in my observations from that day is instantaneous. These days, we know how electricity works. It's the movement of tiny particles, called electrons, around a wire. These electrons actually move extremely slowly. To travel a centimetre would take an electron about 3 minutes. Why then is electricity so fast? Well, the first electron moves slowly, but it bumps into a second electron, which bumps into a third electron, into a fourth, and so even though the electrons themselves are moving slowly, the signal, the energy that they send, feels almost instantaneous. That is what I, the Abbot Nollet, discovered that day. In that field, looking at 200 of my monks, holding hands, I was doing the solemn work of the Lord. I was trying to unravel one of the greatest mysteries of his creation. And it looked very funny when the monks went